If trying to teach technology to your parents makes you want to pull your hair out, you're not alone. Picture this. Your mom or dad holds their phone upside down, tapping at the screen while you try desperately to guide them through the most basic steps. The frustration builds, and before you know it, you're both feeling exasperated. But what if there was a simple trick that could save your sanity and your relationship? First, let's understand why teaching tech to family members is so uniquely challenging. You love your parents and you want to help them, but that closeness is actually part of what makes it so hard. When it comes to teaching, you're emotionally invested, and that means your patience wears thin much faster. Every misstep feels personal. Meanwhile, your parent may feel embarrassed about not knowing something you consider basic. That embarrassment can quickly turn into resistance, or even shutting down entirely. You're probably teaching at the speed you'd want to learn, but for them, the pace is too fast, and that's completely normal. When we teach those we care about, emotions run high, and frustration comes easily. But teaching tech isn't just about getting someone to use a new device or app. It's really about protecting someone's dignity, creating emotional safety, and communicating in a way that builds trust. Here's the mindset trick that can change everything. Teach your parent as if you were teaching a friend's parent, not your own. It sounds simple, but it's incredibly effective. When you help someone else's family member, you naturally slow down. You're more careful with your words. You explain things patiently, without sarcasm or frustration. You celebrate small wins and encourage progress, no matter how minor. When you shift into this mode with your own parents, you become more compassionate and less reactive. You're no longer the annoyed child. You're a supportive coach. And as you relax, so do they. The pressure lifts, and learning can actually happen. Now that you've got the right mindset, let's talk about 3 gentle strategies that actually work. First, try mirror mode teaching. Instead of sitting across from your parent, sit right beside them. Hold your phone or device and walk through each step together. Show them what to do, then let them try the exact same step, not just once, but twice, before moving on. This repetition builds confidence and muscle memory, so the learning sticks. Second, use "What do you see today?" check-ins. Rather than telling them exactly what to click or tap, ask them to describe what's on their screen. What do you see right now? This turns the lesson into a conversation and helps your parent build independence. Instead of waiting for you to solve every problem, they learn to observe and think for themselves. Third, always praise before you correct. If your parent manages to open the right app, celebrate that success. Nice job opening the app. Only then should you move on to the next step, like sending a message. Positive reinforcement builds confidence and motivation, making the whole process feel less intimidating. Remember, you're not just teaching your parent how to use technology, you're giving them the gift of confidence and strengthening your relationship at the same time. When you show patience, you preserve their dignity. And as you connect over these shared challenges, you rebuild a sense of closeness and understanding that goes far beyond any smartphone or tablet. What's one thing your parents still can't figure out on their phone? Share your story. And remember, with a little patience and the right approach, you can turn tech lessons into opportunities for a connection and growth, one loving habit at a time.